Parsha במדבר, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Yitzchok Zatzal. There is a rule in the Torah, in Gemara, leke mided lo remize ba'alaisa. There's nothing that's in the Torah that happens that's not hinted in the Torah. Says Rabbi Yitzchok something phenomenal. There is the Nossi in this week's Parsha from the Shevet of Menashe. He was called Gamliel ben Pedotzur. Pedotzur. So we have the name Gamliel. Now there's an interesting story in the Gemara in Eruvin Daf Samach Daled Amud Beis. The Gemara says a story. Rabbi Gamliel was traveling from the city of Akku till a place called Kiziv. Kiziv, Chof Zayin Yud Beis. And when he came to Kiziv, on the way he was eating, he drank a cup of wine. A man came over to him and said, I made a vow, a neder, and I want to annul it. It's very challenging for me to keep this neder. So Rabbi Gamliel turned to his student, Rabbi Eloi, and said, we drank wine. And if you drink wine, your mind may not be clear. So he said, let's walk 3 mil, which is approximately around an hour's walk. And they came to what's called Suma Shel Tzur. They were walking from Kiziv to it's called the ladders of Tzur. Tzur is a city, but to get up there was very rocky, up in mountains. They called it the ladders of Tzur. Tzur is the mountains, like rocks. And these are on the way, it's on the coastline of Israel, going from Israel to Lebanon. So when he came to Suma Shel Tzur, then he spoke to him about it, and he annulled the vow from this man. So Rabbi Yitzchok, this entire story is hinted, since that happened with Rabbi Gamliel, in over here this week's Parsha, Gamliel ben Pedotzur. See how beautiful this is. We have over here, so connects over here, Rabbi Yitzchok, a few things. Number one, the man who made the vow was in the city called Kiziv. Why in that city? And what is the meaning of that city? And they had to walk 3 mil? And also they came to the city of Tzur. All this will be hinted over here. Says Rabbi Yitzchok like this, that the name Kiziv, the etymology, the root of that word, Chov Zayin Yud Beis, adds up to 39. And the word Kiziv, the meaning of it means falsehood, lies, like Sheker v'Chozov. The opposite of Emes. Emes, we say in davening, is Hashem Echad. Hashem Echad adds up to 39. Hashem is 26, Echad is 13, added up together, that's 39. Hashem is Emes. The opposite of Emes is Kiziv, is a place of falsehood, lies. This man who made the neder, and it says in the Torah, Lo Yachal Devori, you're not supposed to, you can't transgress, and you can't step on your vow, you must keep your word, so you have to be Emes. And he was concerned that he won't be able to keep his neder. And he says, the place over here of Kiziv has an influence on me that I may not be honest. And therefore I want to annul my vow. And that's why it happened over here, specifically in the city of Kiziv. And Rebbe's father has many, many hints to this, that in the word Kiziv. Now Rabbi Yitzchok has a general rule. Every single time where it says a story in the Gemara or in Zoyar or anywhere, Medrash, that this Tana traveled to this place and this is what happened. The Tanoim Amoraim were so holy, they didn't just go on trips. If they went somewhere, because they had to elevate or fix something, there was a problem there. And you see it constantly. We had 100 stories with our Rebbe, that whenever he dealt with something because he wanted to correct something or elevate or transform something from the negative to the positive. So now this is what Rabbi Yitzchok explains. So much details, you can look it up in Torah's Rabbi Yitzchok. This is on Mesichte. It's on the Mesichte Gittin. So so what happened was, this man came to him, living in Chziv, says, I want to be honest. And they walked 3 mil to undo the wine that they drank, and then they came to the city of Tzur. Says Rabbi Yitzchok, all this is hinted in the name in this week's Parsha. The Tana Rabbi Gamliel is named after the first Rabbi Gamliel from this week's Parsha, Gamliel ben Podotzur. Podotzur is the word Podo. He came to redeem. He came to fix something where? In the city of Tzur. So from Rabbi Gamliel went from the city of Kziv, and that's where the guy was making his vow, and he was nervous because I'm influenced from the name of my city and the atmosphere over here, the place over here. You know, certain places that brings blessings, certain places that bring challenges, that I won't be able to keep my vow, and therefore he asked Rabbi Gamliel. In the name Rabbi Gamliel is hinted what we said before. The root of the word Gamliel comes from what we say in davening. Goimel chasodim tovim, which means he bestows, Hashem bestows good and kindness to people, to the Jewish people. So Gamliel, his source of life, his neshama, so to say, his root was midas chesed. And that's why he went there to help this man who made the neder. He was a goimel chesed, Gamliel. In the name Gamliel is hinted, like we said before, you have to walk how many to undo the wine? 3 mil. If you take the first four letters of Gamliel, you will have Gimel is the first letter. Gamli, Mem, Lamed, Yud. Turn it around, you have Mil, 3 mil. Rabbi Gamliel walked 3 mil till the city of Tzur. And that's the last 2 letters, Kale. The word Kale, in many, many places, Rashi brings down the Chumash, comes from the word strength, rocky, like hard, strong. Like Rashi says, Ayil, a ram, is an etymology from the word Kale. That's Eile Haaretz, also is a pasuk that says the powerful, the strong ones from the land. So in the name Gamliel is hinted over here. Gimel, he walked 3. How much did he walk? Mil, Mem, Yud, Lamed. And where did he go to? Tzur, to the rocky place, in order to undo, to bestow kindness, to undo the vow. Also, Gamli, Gimel, Mem, and Lamed, Yud, adds up to the word Pei Gimel. Pei Gimel means fog. Pei Gimel, which means to undo. The person gets influenced by wine, and then he walks for 3 mil, like nowadays, like over an hour, and like this, he calms down, and his mind becomes clear. So fog, taimoid, the word Fei Gimel. So all this is hinted in Gamli, that he walked 3 miles. In our parsha, there's nothing, no story that in the Torah that's not hinted in Shas or Medrash, that's not hinted in the Torah. And Gamliel ben Podotzur, the Tanei Rabbi Gamliel, Podo, he came to redeem, to help a person. Which city? In the city of Tzur. The entire story of the Gemara is hinted in the name and the letters of Gamliel ben Podotzur.